Hello YouTube, I am Baltmatrix, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Windblade. I picked this figure up over at Amazon, and I had to get it on Amazon because I missed the pre-order for the Hasbro Pulse. Boy, let me tell you, I was not expecting to like this figure, and I kind of love it. They nailed the coloring and the overall feel of Windblade. She looks absolutely fantastic in red, that light blue, black, and silver. And then the chest is just really well done and really well detailed and realized and not super sexualized, which I greatly appreciate. And just overall, the figure looks great, except for the wings. I really wish they weren't hollow, but nothing I can do about that. That face sculpt is absolutely amazing, and Hasbro did an impeccable job painting it, except one little thing. You see at on that little bit that's at the top of, I guess, this line on her head, there is some paint chipping there. That I dropped the figure. I dropped the figure flat on its face, and it chipped off. That was my fault, not the figure's fault. Windblade comes with two accessories, the first of which is this big purple sword, which mounts nicely on either thigh. I appreciate that. It works really well. And overall, the sword's fine. It's fine. I would have preferred less flame action, but there's a reason for that in vehicle mode, and I'll show that to you later. The other accessory is her comb, and that is stored on the back of her head. And you just gotta, getting it in there is real easy. Getting it out, not so much, but it is painted in all gold, and it works well, and she can hold it. I have no, well, she's supposed to be able to hold it. I have no idea why. I don't know what this is for. Or maybe it's a fan, but it's supposed to be a comb, and dang damn it, why can't I get her to hold it? There, she's kind of holding it. I got it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Her head without the comb, though, it looks naked. It doesn't look good. Posability-wise, the figure's head is on a ball joint and can look up that far, can look down that far, and, do the swivel thing. Arms are on swivels and hinges. Then there is an upper arm swivel, bend at the elbow is over 90 degrees. Fists do, or hands, do have the ability to move around. The torso articulation is present, that's for the transformation. Legs can kick forward and back and out at 90 degrees. There is a thigh swivel, bend at the knees 90 degrees, and then there is an ankle rocker. It's not as extreme as other figures, but it's there and it works just fine. Even the wings are slightly posable. This is their default location. They can go all the way up, and they actually could go anywhere in between, and they actually do stay in position. And then they have a little bit of backwards movement, just a little bit. It does hit the backpack, though. And the backpack itself is rather big. It just looks like she's carrying her lunch, however. And let's not forget about the VTOL engines that do spin around. They don't attack or anything, but they do spin, and you can flip them forward. And to be honest, for the robot mode, I prefer to have them flipped forward. The wings don't have any tilt forward and back, unfortunately. Would have been nice if they did, but that's okay. Now, there is one little thing. There is the tiniest of little pegs right here on the back, and there's a tiny little peg hole right in there, and it's supposed to, peg into place there. It does, but it's not very tight. The height of figures in the Legacy line is all over the frickin' place, especially for the deluxe class. But she scales to pretty much everything that's coming out in this wave. Chase and Granite. I know that's not his name. It's like Magnanimous or something like that. But I'm calling him Granite. Yeah, you can see she's just about the same height as everybody else. Except for, Bumblebee, who's too short, and Needlenose, who's just a little too tall. Windblade's transformation is pretty darn easy and, dare I say, kind of fun. First, disconnect the sword, and I forgot that there is a peg hole on her keister as well, where you can peg the sword in. Oh, and you know what else I forgot to mention are the different peg holes. So we've got two 5mm ports on the bottom of her feet, one on each side of the lower leg, her hands, one on the back of each forearm, and then two under each wing. So, yeah, you can armor her up. Anyway, transformation time. To start off with, take the feet and push them down, and then grab the tail wing and fold it all the way up, and then snap the tail, or snap the foot all the way down, and just get those lined up. And then come to the back of the shins and unpeg these panels, flip them up, and then you can peg the sword into the feet. And to just get that pegged in, and then bring the feet together. Now, the directions have you do this later, but you have to untransform it in order to get the sword in there if you want to do this. Take the legs, turn them around 180 degrees like that. Now, the shoulder pads are supposed to be lifted up like that, but then you snap them down for the transformation. It doesn't really matter if you have them out or not. Come to the backpack, fold the nose cone down, split the backpack in half, and then fold out the nose cone sections. Bring the wings down, fold the backpack up over the head, and close that up to hide her head and snap it into place. And then I like to move the wings up out of the way. Now, what we're going to do, first take these panels and pull them on their hinges all the way up to the back of the knees. And then we could take the shins and fold them up and bring them up into place just in the small of her back. Bring the wings in, and they will snap into place inside or on slots just behind the kneecaps. Take the hands and bring them down, and they will grab onto these pegs. Then take the panels, fold them down under the thrusters, fold them up, and peg them into place to form the lower landing gears. Come up to the nose cone and pull out the front landing gear, and we're done. The jet mode we end up with is very cool, and unfortunately, some of the pictures that we've gotten of the figure really don't do the jet mode justice. I like the way it looks. I think it looks neat, and I think it works. The only thing that's annoying is you look at the figure and, oh, hey, there's a robot under there. I really wish there was a way that it could have hidden the arms better, but you know what? Who cares? I mean, really, who cares? This is the best Windblade figure I think we've ever gotten, and it's definitely my favorite from the past few years. Overall, this new Windblade figure is a solid entry into your Transformers collection. The colors really pop. The figure is just very posable. Yeah, it's a little top heavy thanks to the backpack and the lack of heels, but you could still pull off some fun poses. In fact, that's my only issue with the figure is I think the heels could be done a little bit better. But other than that, this is a solid figure and kind of came out of left field for me. I wasn't expecting to like this at all. In fact, I was kind of expecting to hate it because I don't particularly like the Windblade character. She's not bad, but she's definitely not my favorite. Yeah, this is a good toy. This is a good figure and definitely worth having in your collection. I can't really say anything more than that because I genuinely like it. So, folks, let me know what you think of Windblade down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be sure to put the link to the Amazon page that I got it from down in the description if you want to pick it up for yourself. As always, I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you all next time. Hopefully, with some more reviews. I mean, we've got Bumblebee, Tasmanian Kid, the reactive figures. Yeah, we got a lot of figures to review. Catch you later.